Oh, am I here? Did I appear? I probably had myself muted. The Hornets are a team I've never won a championship with, and considered the hardest rebuild I've ever undertaken, and I thought I might as well record it. There you go. There you go. I mean, I will, but I'm streaming, so. Huh? Just a bit, but.
I mean, it's just YouTube.
Yeah, it's just YouTube, and I have literally one viewer, and he's literally the coolest viewer. JD is the. No, he's 11. He's 11. Huh? Yes, I know. The mic was muted. And he said he couldn't hear. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is make some money. Yes, JD is awesome. So we gotta make some room. We got a big contracts across the board. What is this?
Joint. I roll.
Is there anything I should know about this paper?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Well, it's job's wrong paper.
Okay. Baby, do you want to hit? There you go. Good vibes, for real, for real. So we gotta get, so you see all these contracts? Look at the overall. Nicholas Batum, 30 years old, 74 overall. Terry Rozier, not someone I would have picked for this team. In the offseason, they signed him to a massive, pretty much 20 mil a year contract. And he didn't really earn it. He played really well in the playoffs. That everyone... Yes, good vibes. I felt it. Yes. Bismack Biyombo, who should not have gotten his contract in 2016, but luckily he's on the final year, so he could let it run out. I'm not terribly worried about him. Cody Zeller, kind of a bust, just making a lot of money. I don't really want to pay him that much.
Do you have a choice to lower the contract or something?
Well, I could cheat the system, but I don't want to cheat the system.
Cheat the system.
I'm playing as close to rules as I can.
Trade him.
Well, I'm going to trade him. Let's see what I could get for just Nicholas Batum, because I feel like that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna. There's only 4, but what if we add in Terry Rozier? If there's a contract out there that, I mean, I would take Mike Conley for 2 more years. Maybe not at 78. I mean, I might not have much of an option. It's either Tim Hardaway Jr. at a inflated. I mean, him and Courtney Lee would be just fine because it's only 1 year. Mike Conley's on 2 years, and Joe Ingles is on 3 years, and they're both 32.
Hang on, but Mike Conley, you also have to pay $32.51 million.
Yeah. I just like him as a player. He's a good leader.
I mean, if I'm paying a player like that,
My
I better
cats
be getting,
don't.
like, Kobe.
That's yours. It's either that or take Otto Porter for 1 more year. Which would work, and then have Thaddeus Young for 2 years, but I don't really like Thaddeus Young in that way. Or just have these 2 $1 million contracts and just let them run out. Maybe re-sign Tim Hardaway, but probably not. I think I like that one, because I could have an option with both of them in the offseason, depending on how their stats look at the end of the season, and it gets rid of Nicholas Batum, who I don't want. And Terry Rozier is a bit overrated. Huh?
What's the other fucking...
Oh, I could make a 3-team trade.
So pretty much trade away their players to the other...
It would be, if I wanted a specific player from another team, but contract, if I need the contracts to end up working out, I'm done. I'm good. What? Okay, I'll just add the exception. Yes, I do know that Steve game. I absolutely love it. It was a pleasure to play. Alright, so now our... Wow.
That was not smart.
Dummy. You might not be...
See, this is why I should go back to school. Never drop out of school.
I mean, I would highly suggest going and watching those streams just kind of in your own time if I'm not streaming, but the game is really, really cool, and I would, if I own the game, like literally own the game, I would be playing it for hours, but I was using PlayStation now, and I can't afford that anymore, so. Contract extensions, Malik Monk is literally the only one I'm considering right off the bat.
I feel like you guys are Indian. You guys are gonna end up adding like swords instead of those, like they chop my head off.
Well, don't give us a reason to.
And then you're gonna do like an Indian burial ritual type shit, and then like some mad shit's gonna go down, and then like everybody's gonna die on Earth.
Take a deep breath and think about what you just said and come back to me when you have a real thought about that.
That is a real thought about that.
Okay, alright.
It's not my fault. You don't.
Oh.
You're not connecting my brainwave.
Oh, okay.
My brainwave comes from everywhere now.
It's my fault. Thank you.
No, I didn't say it's your fault. I said it's my brain's fault.
Okay, alright. It's snowboarding, it's epic sports, so it includes,
Oh, is it that game?
yeah, you got wingsuiting, you got parachuting, you got skis, you got snowboarding, you got jetpacks, you got, I think there's some other things. Oh, sled. Yeah, it's them responding to dreams and their sleep.
Thanos eats the roaches.
Okay.
And I'm like, and he already eats them before I notice it, and I'm like, you mother.
It's because it's tiny and plastic, or like paper.
Oh, but then he just fucking flops over and then I have to take him to bed.
He gets high.
He gets too high.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like that.
He doesn't take too much. He's a kitten.
Bro, like,
No, our kitten, they don't ever really grow out of it. They'll twitch because they're responding to things in their dreams.
Thanos, like, yesterday I was scared that he OD'd. Like, low-key, I rolled, like, 5 or 6 joints. And then he eats all 6 of those fucking roaches. And I'm like, oh,
That's
fuck.
Ty will do that too. She will eat small paper or plastic things, or even a big plastic thing, and just go in the corner and go nah. Just chew on it. You gotta keep.
Okay, so we're gonna continue on.
And paper.
Alright, let's see. So we're not... I'm going to predict us to not finish anywhere close to where we need to finish to have a decent season. So I'm going to underestimate us like crazy. I might imagine we might compete against the Bulls, and that's about it in these first 2 weeks of action. See, yeah, I knew that one was coming. For Devontae Graham, Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and Thomas. Nah, I see, and I like Rondé Hollis Jefferson as a backup to an elite 4 or a pretty decent 4. But as a starter, I'm not really putting tons of faith in that, even though I kind of need one. But RJ Washington will be, or PJ Washington will do just fine in that role. They got a lot of shooting guards. That's kind of our thing. Got a niche. Devin Harris, not going to resign. Malik Monk, maybe. Tim Hardaway, probably not if we're going to. It's what I see in both of them. Yeah. Oh, it's alright. I don't notice that much.
But how was that vertical tap roll with the steel?
Pretty good. Solid.
Yeah, and I haven't even been rolling that long. Imagine 50 years from now me rolling shit. Shit.
Scuba. He made a pipe out of literally drain.
I mean, like, so I kind of did something like that, but you know the rubber tubing that like you move around?
I have a lot of decisions to make, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I based it
Continue on with the simulation, though.
My friend
Oh, we actually want to get. I mean,
I did it, so
I'm that.
that's where I got the idea. So, but I just,
Let's
like,
just
made
make sure
mine
you-
better than his because his was a piece of fucking shit. The bowl would fall out, and like he broke like 6 or 7.
Are you sure about that?
bowls.
At
So I actually
27,
got
no
them
sir.
so that way it would stay in there.
Miles Bridges, Malik.
But mine was because his was straight of that rubber tubing. I made mine with the PCP pipe.
PCP, PCV.
The PCP pipe, and then I got a metal
PVC?
attachment for it.
PVC. Is it big plastic pipes?
Yeah, PCP is the smaller version.
Okay.
I don't understand why it's the same fucking object, but it's because it's smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. It's a really decent trade, because I don't mind either one of those power forwards. And as I thought, we're getting absolutely obliterated by everyone else in sight.
So the plastic piece, I got this metal piece, so that way like I can put my bowl there and make it so that way I can screw on and off. And I can burn the shit out of my friends because they
Holy mackerel.
whenever like right after we fucking
Delon Wright.
So it's metal.
Shit.
It's
This
not
is
fun.
from the
But,
Mavericks. Josh Jackson? No,
yeah,
not
I
Josh.
eventually got it to where it was only one. It was the
Justin Jackson. I thought so.
PCP.
And Delon Wright from Malik
going
Monk
into the
and
metal piece, and that,
a second from
has a
Cleveland.
hole in it already. All I did was put in a fucking screen into that piece.
I'm.
Then I put the rubber piece because like the plastic
Nah.
had to cut
Nah.
more to about that length. And then the rubber piece was pretty much super glued onto the fucking thing. And then hot glued a gun again. That motherfucker was the best piece I ever had, man. Like I
So we're exactly where I thought we'd be. 4-9.
like sometimes
Starting off
like,
real
you
nice. We're gonna keep going. There's nothing I can do about this.
and motor bowl and
Luckily, I kept the background music on so you can listen to that too. I don't know how loud it will be, but it might be just loud enough. Buffering. Neon Dion Waiters and Quinn Cook. Oh, Quay. How old is he now? 27. He's not that old. Goodness gracious. You know what? I'm gonna take it. That was a good trade. That was worth it. That was worth it. That's a glitch if I ever seen one. That's interesting. So now we got Devontae Graham, Tim Hardaway Jr., Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Cody Zeller, Willie Hernandez, Gomez, Bismack, Neon Dion Waiters, Devin Harris, and Cody Martin with Courtney Lee, Jalen McDaniels, Dwayne Bacon, and many others as their reserves. Cody Simmons, Ray Spalding, Caleb Martin as well. So we got plenty of depth. So let's continue. I want to go for top pick, but I don't know. I am unsure what I have to do with this team, and that's kind of where things get interesting. I might just sim halfway through, and then I'll show you when I get closer to winning a championship. I just wanted to show you the start of it. I gotta remember when I'm going into the next season and every season following until I win a championship to put those guys that I have on two-way contracts, if I do have anybody on two-way contracts, which it generally ends up as not. But I might to put them in their G League right away until I have an injury or something like that. It's interesting. Continuing on, we are not terrible, we're not the, I don't imagine we're bad, but not the worst. We seem to be winning, I mean, against pretty weak teams, if I gotta be admitted about it. All these teams, except for probably the Pacers. I mean, even the Pacers to an extent. Are not that great. I mean, this team should be a lot better. That's the issue right there. There we go. Thunder should be pretty good. They should simulate just like how they did in real life. Unsuspectingly good. They should, but I'm not saying that's what will happen. Yeah, we're not that far out. Zach Collins for PJ Washington. And if I'm protected first. Huh. You know what? I'll take it. I mean, we're supposed to win against these guys, I suppose. Maybe not against Dallas, but... really need another shooting guard. I know it. Get back Jeremy Lamb for a good seller. No, thank you. Patrick Beverly for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Martin for Green. Don't like that. Not good enough for me. Unsuspecting wins against teams that are... Yeah, like a team like them. No? Alright. So let's just simulate. Dang. Getting a lot of wins now. Wrangling ourselves back up closer to 500. We're still 10 games below. 11 games below. Thunder are not good. Alright. They're literally the same record as us. We're the Eastern version of the Thunder. Oh my. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.